The dry silence of the savanna is torn apart by a piercing alarm call. The spotted mass of muscle snarls. Its gaze locks onto the target. The hunt begins. The leopard launches like an arrow. Razor-sharp claws sink into the rough bark, swiftly hauling the killing machine upward. A spectacular aerial pursuit. Life or death leaps between fragile branches. But the predator is too agile. A fateful pounce through the void. The scythe of death strikes down. The weight of mortality snaps the thin branch. Both predator and victim go into a free fall to the ground. A brutal impact. The victim scrambles up to flee, but cannot escape the deadly sprint. A fatal bite pierces straight into the spine, sealing a fate. Shifting to an astounded, but nature always harbors insane variables. Suddenly, from both blind spots, massive male baboons charge in at terrifying speed. The bloody mobbing begins. No longer fragile prey, the troop morphs into an enraged army. They hurl themselves right into the enemy's jaws, biting, tearing, bashing. The leopard staggers. It is forced to drop its kill, spinning wildly, jaws wide open, fighting back in vain amidst a blinding cloud of dust. The great predator has suddenly become the prey. A brutally somber beat. Sorrowful touches trace a chest that has stopped beating. But that very loss is the spark that ignites an inferno of fury. The second wave of the attack crashes down. One grabs its tail, dragging it backward. Another pounces, pinning the lord of the savanna into the dust. The leopard is completely depleted. Fatigue is etched into every muscle fiber. A repetitive cycle of struggle and sheer desperation. Every time the leopard struggles to its feet, intending to turn and run, 3 or 4 dark shadows swarm in, biting and tearing. It is backed into a corner. Blinding dust billows with every impact. Claws skid across the red dirt. The leopard is completely exhausted. Its chest heaves violently. The slaughterer is no longer fighting for a meal. It is surviving on its most primal instinct. It can endure no more. A desperate counterattack erupts. In a moment of sheer madness, the leopard clamps its jaws onto an attacker's shoulder. Flexing the incredible muscular power of a big cat, it violently shakes its head. The primate's massive body is hurled up, flipping through the air. Even so, the primate troop madly clings to its heels. The leopard is forced to release its enemy to find a way out. The siege fractures. The leopard turns and flees for its life. Far from the battlefield, the hunter collapses. Squeezing its eyes shut in agony, it licks the torn flesh, oozing fresh blood. The pride of the savanna's lord is completely shattered. Under the tree, the troop gathers around their fallen kin, and eyes etched with exhaustion and sheer rage. The African savanna has no room for weakness. Today, the sharpest claws had to bow before the power of the troop. Baboons do not exist as solitary creatures. They are survival machines bound together by a complex social network and iron discipline. Standing alone, a primate easily falls prey to the strong. But united, they form an impenetrable fortress. This structure allows them to instantly morph from a peaceful troop into a furious army. The dominant males, wielding razor-sharp fangs, are always ready to lay down their lives as living shields to protect their borders. Their true strength lies not in the muscle of a single individual, but in the united will of dozens of lives sharing a single heartbeat to protect their kin. In stark contrast to that collective power, leopards choose the path of a solitary phantom. They are silent assassins, carrying the DNA of the ultimate predator. With no kin to rely on or share the risks, a leopard must shoulder the entire burden of its own survival. Their ultimate weapons are extreme patience, masterful camouflage, and deadly pinpoint strikes. However, this solitary lifestyle is a ruthless gamble. A single miscalculation or the slightest injury can strip away their ability to hunt, equating to a slow death sentence. Every decision to advance or retreat for the lone hunter is a razor-thin line between life and death. The African savanna has never been an arena of mercy. Here, the anthems of life must always be paid for in blood. Whether it is the indomitable strength of a collective or the ultimate skill of a solitary assassin, all must bow before the unforgiving laws of survival. In the end, nature does not judge who is cruel or who is pitiful. It only grants the privilege of life to those who refuse to surrender.